Good morning, everyone. This is Melody Reels at the Iowa Quilt Museum here in Winterset, Iowa. Happy Iowa Quilt Festival Week. We are in full swing. We started yesterday with our retreat and classes, and today we have our retreat and classes and lectures. And speaking of lectures, one of our people lecturing is Karla Overland from Cherrywood Fabric. Anyway, she's with me, so hello. She wanted to come on, and we'll back up a little. I think we're a little too close. Yeah, like, and then you can see her beautiful poppy dress in my Anyway, so she wanted to come on, and I wanted to introduce her to you all. And what were we going to talk about? We were going to talk about.
Well, this beautiful poppy exhibit. If you haven't seen it, you need to come because I haven't seen these in a couple years because they've been traveling. I forgot how amazing they are. And Cherrywood does a challenge every year. So we are actually 1 week away from announcing our next challenge, which is very exciting. Yeah. So look online on our website, cherrywoodfabrics.com. If you're signed up for our newsletter, those people find out first. And another thing I want to mention is that Pieceworks, the quilt shop next door, I brought a whole bunch of fabric, and there's going to be a pop-up shop at the quilt shop at least for the next month. So there's yardage and bundles, and you can see and feel and buy some Cherrywood fabrics of your own. Yeah.
And so if you're here for the festival or you're just traveling and coming through, and down at Tony's shop, you'll get to see her fabric down there. So and then so it's been 2 years since this has come out, and it's still not done traveling. It's gonna leave us.
It's going to go to the Birmingham show, Festival of Quilts. That is in August. So we're going to pack these up and ship them and send them to England, which is amazing.
That is amazing. And have you had them go overseas before?
Well, in the past we had a Van Gogh exhibit go to France and to Australia.
That's fun.
Yeah. And the Princess Diana challenge also went to France. But we have not gone to England with a challenge yet, so we're excited.
Well, and it's been 2 years, so you've had 2 more challenges since this. So can you talk a little bit about those before we go?
So after the Poppy Challenge, we had, I just blanked out.
The Abyss.
The Abyss, yes, thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
That was our 10th challenge, so that we kind of made a big deal about because it was the 10th time that we've done the Cherrywood Challenge. I had no idea that we'd be doing it this long, and that's what I'm going to talk about at my lecture at 10 o'clock. And that one was beautiful turquoises all the way down to dark blue, cobalt blue, with little pieces of bright colors. And again, that's 225 quilts that are traveling.
Do you always do 225?
That's what we've settled on. Okay. Throughout the years, we've kind of gone back and forth and tried bigger exhibits, smaller exhibits, and we've settled on 225. Yeah. And then we just started launching and traveling the story time.
Right. So that's the last challenge. Yes. I cut you off, and you're So that was 2026's challenge, correct?
Yes. So that was all vintage colors, kind of like Frog and Toad Adventures and all those books from the 70s.
Saw some of those.
And they're just amazing.
Yeah.
These are always amazing.
No, I love the idea that everybody gets the same topic, the same fabric, same dimensions, and you get more than 225 different versions of that topic, and how your fabric's utilized. I mean, we just look at this one, which I'll probably look closer today, but she felted it. She took your fabric and felted it, and so
it's just amazing what they come up with. Like, who knew that you could put wool felting on Cherrywood fabric, and the manipulation and the folding and the adding of embellishments, and that's one thing I'm giving you parameters, like you have to use this theme, you have to make it this size, but then it's all up to you.
Right.
So you can do any embellishments and any kind of manipulation. You can keep it simple, you can make it completely complex, you can keep it traditional, make it pictorial, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I love that part of it. So she's got to go because she's going to do her lecture, and she's got to get set up for that. So thank you for coming. Tonight, I do want to announce that tonight we're doing a gallery reception. Let me backtrack just a little bit. If you would like to join her lecture today or Sue Penn's this afternoon, you can come right here to the Iowa Quilt Museum. We'll sell you a ticket here at the gift shop, and you can just walk right over to the movie theater here in town, and that's where the lecture will be today. Karla's lecture today is at 10, so just a little bit under an hour. And then Sue Penn's lecture from Art to Fabric is at 1. So you have some time to come to that if you'd like. Also, tonight we're having a gallery reception at 5 p.m. Just a quick little get together. We're gonna have just some light hors d'oeuvres and some drinks just gather at 5, and then at 5:30 we'll start the program. We'll introduce the exhibit and what we have, and introduce Karla and introduce Krista Wallen, who is the executive director of the Iowa Quilt Museum. And then we have I never get his ranking right. I have a good friend. His name is Brady Pugh. He's active military right now, and he's a trained opera singer, and he's gonna sing for us tonight. I said minimum of 3, maximum of 5. So short and sweet little thing, and then you can come, and so I encourage you to come to do that tonight as well. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Oh, wonderful. And throughout the day, I will probably be here and answering questions. So there's so much to tell you about this. So just ask me.
Yeah,
so.
we love that you're here. Thank you so much for coming.
All right. See you later.
Have a good lecture. All right, everybody. So I talked about the gallery reception tonight. I would love it if you came. If anything, just come to hear Brady. Just come to hear Brady. Oh my gosh. Well, and then this is a bonus, or this is a bonus, or this is what you come for, and Brady is the bonus. Please come. It's a $10 suggested donation to do that, to come to the gallery reception tonight. I promise I won't be in jeans and a sweatshirt. She really upstaged me today. It's my new festival sweatshirt, and I was like, oh, I want to wear my new festival, but now I just look like a slacker. Anyway, let's look at some quilts. One more thing before I go to, I think I'll focus on these quilts behind me, and maybe these over here. On Saturday is our airing of the quilts. If you haven't been able to come and you're like, oh, I work, I can't come into a retreat, or I can't come to lectures, and or I live out of town, and but you can come on a Saturday. Saturday is our big event. It's our grand finale of the Iowa Quilt Festival. We decorate the town in quilts. We hang them from the porticos in the courthouse. We have bed turnings on all 4 sides of the courthouse. We have them at 2 covered bridges. We have them we have Quilts of Valor exhibit every year at Monumental Park. So they're throughout the county, because kind of close, but at Cover Bridge Winery, we'll have an exhibit that you're welcome to go to and see. And Winterset Cidery will also have an exhibit out there. So those are the public spaces you can go to, and you can see those. If you'd like to support the Iowa Quilt Museum and help sustain us, it's a big fundraiser for us. We sell tickets, $25 a ticket, and that gets you into, I think I counted 13. I thought last year we had 11 indoor displays. I think it's 12 indoor displays, plus it gets you into the Iowa Quilt Museum, and you can come see these up close for yourself. You can come and see the American Legion quilt that I have up in the mezzanine that I talked about a couple weeks ago. You can come and see the Quilts of Valor exhibit. But that ticket gets you into 3 homes, I don't know how many churches, gets you into Judge Lewis House. So all of the indoor exhibits is what that gets you into. And who displays these quilts? Where are we getting these quilts from? They're from local Iowa quilter guilds. We have Lake Area Quilt Guild. We have Ankeny Quilt Guild. We have Pella Quilt Guild. We have Warren County Peacemakers. We have Des Moines Area Quilt Guild. Those are just off the top of my head. If I didn't say yours, please don't be upset at me. I promise I'll post something about your quilts. And the ladies will also have the quilt guilds. I shouldn't just say ladies, but the quilt guilds might have a raffle quilt that you can put in $1 for, or how many ever tickets you want. You can put your name in for it. And they will also, some of them will have items that they will sell. A lot of the quilt guilds will do charity work. I know the Cover Bridge Quilters Guild, speaking of them, we'll talk about them in a minute. They do baby blankets for the NICU unit. So quilters love to give away their art and their craft and support community too. Cover Bridge Quilters Guild also will have their quilt show Friday and Saturday at the elementary school here in town. They have vendors, they have their quilt display, and they also have items to sell. And that's an add-on to our ticket. So our ticket's $25, their ticket's $5. You can buy a $5 ticket. You're like, well, I don't know if I'll make it, and then you can also buy the ticket there at the door. Or if you're like, yes, I want to do both, there is an option to buy both It's $30 to buy a airing of the quilt ticket along with the Cover Bridge Quilters Quilt Show. What did I want to tell you about that? So that's all on Saturday. Their quilt show again is on Friday and Saturday. I think that's it. I don't know. My brain's a lot, and I'm coming at you fast and furious. I'm sorry. Just a lot going on and a lot to get to today. So I'm going to take you off the stand. Enough about me. Enough of me talking about other stuff. Let's talk about quilts. I think I might move you over here. I think we were going to hit this movable wall, and then I'll come behind me. Again, I'll do a time limit. I won't go past. I'll do it between 9:15 and 9:20. We'll see where we're at 9:15, and then we'll call it a day. All right? Okay, hold on. I'm going to take you off the stand. I'm going to flip you around. Whoop. Oh, I don't have my glasses on. No wonder. So we're going to come over here. Right off the bat, a name I will just butcher. We're just going to say Cheryl K. from Minnesota, Stillwater, sorry. Painterly Poppy. Let's just take a look before I zoom out, since I'm up here already. Let's look at her quilting. And if she totally, remember that quilt we had where she says, I sketch with thread? I feel like she's drawing with her thread there at the outline of the black around the poppy. And it's just really whimsy. And then you have that border there of the red little tick marks. How great is that? Just kind of pulls it all together, doesn't it? Let's look at this in the inside here. Look at these beading she did in here. Isn't that so perfect? Isn't that what it looks like? Those little poppy seeds just popping off there. And oh, that's wonderful. Let's come down, and she used a little felt down here on the stem, and she's got looks like grass here, wind blowing up there. Let's pop out just a little bit so you can see the full picture of it. Isn't that beautiful? This one is so fun down here. This is by Eve Brosfield from San Jose, California. Greetings from Poppyland. Isn't this fun? She made it like an old postcard. All right, I'm gonna take that thread off right there. Don't freak out, I don't have gloves on. But I love how this too, look how she fringed the fabric here. And again, drawing or sketching, highlighting with thread to really make it shimmery and shiny. Isn't that fun? And then look, she's got the fringe on the inside of the poppy where the seeds would be. Let's look at, and then you have a different technique down here. Look at how she uses the yellow. Isn't that beautiful? Again, the little fringing technique. She's got I love how she quilted the background on this one too, with the choice of threads, that orange and the yellow in there. And then you have this one. I love this with the reflection. I honestly, I walk by this all the time, but this is the first time I'm noticing that she created these mountains with a lake and the reflecting water. Like so dimensional. It's wonderful. And then the fringe on that. Again, this is Greetings from Poppyland from San Jose, California. Let's sketch over here. Let's just scooch over here. This is Poppies Unleashed by Carol Gentry from Tallahassee, Florida. Let's just come in here. Look at, she has a button in the middle that she has stitched around. And then you got these cute bees. Look at her embroidery. She is really flexing her talent here, isn't she? Like how creative. I love that she chose to do this piecing here with these arrows. I don't know if, or like arrows, right? And all the different ways that she created poppies. Well, so she's got, it's been an I Spy exhibit, I swear. Okay, this one is one of my top favorites. What a great idea. I love that they made the poppy art in an art gallery and these people standing here. And you know what I love about this too is the details. Look at her hair and the texture in her hair and the pinstripe in a suit and the flowers and the polka dots on their dresses. And look at this hair over here. I just love it. I think that's so great. This is Denise DeGrandes from Alberta, Canada. Heritage Point, Alberta, Canada. Either you can read her name. Opening night. And this is an honorable mention. I love the abstract of the background of the poppy. I love it. It makes me think of the Art Center in Des Moines. I love it. Okay, we're gonna come over here. Woo! This is a deep one. This is a heavy one, right? This is the yin and yang of poppies. Ben Hollingsworth from Alberta, Georgia. Nope, not Alberta. Alpharetta? Okay, you just read it. There you go. And look at the poppies around up here. So you have the beautiful flower, and, right? But it also is a deadly flower, right? It can be if used that way. And then you have the flowers that are so beautiful down here. And even in the quilting here too. Looks like there's some painting going on in here and painting up here. And this is a Cherrywood. This is fifth place winner. Let's see if we can see the quilting under there. This one, if you ever come to visit, talk to me about it. There's so many levels to this. It's amazing. It's really hard to look at. You're like, well, there's so many beautiful, especially when it's placed as something so beautiful. You're like, why is this such a heavy topic? But it is. And it's something that you can't always, sometimes you have to look at it. You can't. We just always want to look away, but sometimes you have to. This is Keshi. And it's from Japan. And I'm going to butcher that name, so I'm just going to show you it right there. I'm going to try. Nope, not even going to try. So this is Keshi from Japan, everybody. They're from all over. Look how fun this is. Oh, I love this one. Again, walk by it all the time. And I think, wow, that's really cool. But to be able to show you up close, actually, you know, I just love doing this because it makes me stop and also take a close look. I love how you have the poppies not quite opening up yet. You have the buds, and then you have some that have opened and shed their petals. How fun is that? Keshi, I think. And then we're gonna come over here. I think we're just gonna do these two, you guys. We're already at 9:15. This is Poppies Nouveau by Lisa Hawker out of Bel Air, Texas. And this is an honorable mention. She made it like a stained glass. It's like a Tiffany lamp, isn't it? Got a couple of smiling faces and a couple of winking at us, it looks like. This is so great. And it's fittingly right beneath this one, Poppy Nouveau. Not poppies, but Poppy. Like her name is Poppy. This is by Sheila Reese out of Ellicott City? Ellicott? Maryland. I love this one so much. Look at the thread she uses in the background. Look how heavily quilted it is, but with all those fun colors and the swirls, and then it just gives it so much more dimension when you have the leaves popping out and then you outline the flowers. This one I have looked up close quite a bit because I just enjoy it so much. Look at this great face she created. Let's look at the eyebrow or the eyelashes. Is that not so fun? She's gorgeous. And then look, she's thread painted with her hair. She's got all these fun colors that are in the background in her hair, just kind of flowing down. One of my top favorites. And this is a sponsor's choice. And the bottom was honorable mention. You guys, I think we're only gonna get to the 8. I talked too long, but we got to talk to Karla, and how wonderful was that to have her here today. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up, I think, and you kind of can see some of the wonderful quilts behind me there. There's just so many. There's just so many. I think I'm just gonna keep doing them kind of willy-nilly, random, as the weeks go along. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. I'm thankful for Karla for coming by this morning. She's got a busy morning with her lecture, so I was really thankful she was able to come by. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. And if you're close by or take a road trip, come by, come see us, at least on Saturday, and do the airing of the quilts and have a glass of wine or have some cider. There's going to be music at the cidery on Saturday night too. There might, I don't know if there will be at the winery. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful weekend. Wish me luck this weekend. And we will see you next week. All right, everybody. Thank you.